Greetings, Felton in time and space. Here's your host, Mary Shadow, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back once again to some more of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We're going to be continuing where we last left off in the last live stream, and we are in the midst of a new patch. Oh my god, I just saw a disconnect error appear next to my name. I hate that! That must mean this session is really full. So there is a new patch out today, and we got a couple of side quests to tackle. Now, I'm not going to be doing all the side quests. Instead, I'm going to be tackling one specific storyline that's going to be happening today, and I will be showcasing that to you guys. But first, let me change my glamour. What is taking so long for everything to load? Which glamour do I feel like wearing? You know what? Sure. And I'm going to go inside and repair my gear right quick. Now, according to the patch notes, the quest line we are going to be tackling is in Ohtani. Chocobo outfit? No! Never! I will never be caught wearing a Chocobo outfit! Ah, there it is. Now, this quest line is called The Sleeping Gentleman. And as you can see, it's the start of the new storyline for the Hildebrand Manderville quest line. And I absolutely love this story. It's so funny. Anyways, according to the description, it says the pungent Lalafell can scarcely conceal his excitement. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. The creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years? Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then huzzah, I found her here in Ohtani. Normally I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up is showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hope of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over in an alembic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly. Save my beloved. This way. Now, funny story, I only recently learned that the reason why we never saw Hildebrand in the Shadowbringers content is mainly because he was in the void between worlds. So there was actually an Easter egg in the, what's it called? I done forgot the dungeon's name. It's the Hero's Gauntlet dungeon. There's actually an Easter egg where if you get to the end of the arena, there is actually a one hero spirit that got summoned by Elidibus that is actually Hildebrand Manderville. He was actually in the first with us, so that's funny. Hello, Nashu. And that should do it. Now to take this medicine and... Cool. Yami, it feels like it's been forever. Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. What brings you to Ohtani? Enjoy a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... And you've heard, it's true. Inspector Hildebrand's gone into hibernation again. And... Ah, wait. You're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about that, the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked, so back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that? Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. You mean Gilgamesh? Right. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildebrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shaka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us. Former evil mastermind. Not so bad once you get to know him. Please, I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I correct our mutual friend, I am Jabraka, chairman of Saharata Concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I pray you forgive me my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildebrand awaken and return to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. Uh-huh. That evil glare. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe. I suppose I have to get a look at the Manderville man himself. By all means, the inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go! He is a Manderville man! Of course! I've been waiting for the Manderville questline for a long time. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra is taking care of everything, even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping Inspector Hildebrand. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a section and examine it in more detail with R2. Rugged features belie what is. At a closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest occasions does the man resort to violence. Bruh! Why do we need to know this? Troubling, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. And his leg, oh boy. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear designed unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the Scions who were summoned to the First for a time. Nashi, wake up! Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body? But where did it go, and what is it doing there? Probably went to the First to become the Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I see, right. So, can you go there? Great, in that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildebrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep, or haven't forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. So, back to the First we go! Back to the First again. Back to the First again. Oh no, back to the First again. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman senses tells me that's not why you're here. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Human, burly, wears a monocle, well-mannered, meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Geot, come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it quick. This shale isn't going to drink his shelf. Wait, you're one of the XIV's friends. The Warrior of Darkness. Fought by your side with the glowing bastards came to ruin our day. But we showed them. Ha! But enough reminiscing. What's so important that you had to interrupt my regularly scheduled drinking? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that. Back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. At first, I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the Spirit Watchers. But no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, Ghost," and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a Kyrujan? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Bruh. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Oh, hey, guys! I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Fonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We're little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonard. Yami's come back to track down a missing friend. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It would be an honor and a great help. You're just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us as Sullen when you've finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Come to me, flying Nimbus! Don't be jealous, Randall. Don't be jealous. Just because I have this cloud doesn't mean you can't get it either. Hello. Man, what'd I tell you about being jealous? Oh, that fellow? Aye, I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath, and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm, and would you believe it, this odd-looking man led me out of the forest and sent me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck this pose and walked off. Sounds like Hildebrand. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest with a lost shepherd, on my way to deliver fish to the Ostall Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know, it was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurked in the forest, and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I say he was actually quite gentlemanly. I summon the dog! Fly, doggo, fly! And just questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people? So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? And that's what we'll look next, shall we? Ah, here we go. Take me a sip of my water. Ah, good water. Well, here we are. But how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Oh, is it something goofy? Please. Yes! Yes! I get the chills! Yes! About freaking time, man! Yes! 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 The bunny! The bunny! The bunny dance! The bunny meme! I'm the bunny guy! Yes, I got everyone doing it! Hawk, what familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these? Hello, Inspector. He's got angel wings. Hello? What the fuck is that? Excuse me? Light Warden, the forgiving gentleman. What? I'm sorry, what? What? Da 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 da. On your guard! It's a sin eater! No, wait, that's no sin eater! It's Hildebrand! Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? I am the forgiven gentleman, devourer of sins, light warden extraordinaire. No? You're not a sin eater. You're Hildebrand, the gentleman inspector. Inspector Sin Eater, Inspector Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this gentleman? Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot, but still, how did he get it in his head? He's a sin eater. Is there no way to bring back his memories? Oh no, don't. Oh no, it's a bomb! Explosives. We're still trying to save him, right? Even in another world, Nashu's still here! It's still here! Uh-oh. Spike it back! Spike it back! Spike it back! Spike it back! Heave ho! The facial expressions are back! Oh, I love it! I love it! I love it! It wouldn't be a Hildebrand Mandeville story if he wasn't face planted in the ground! Look at White, we've killed him! Relax. He's not dead. That's not good. That's not enough to kill him. Hello, Inspector. I say, Yami, I resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology. But you too, my brutish friend? They are so confused. But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering a bizarre shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Where am I? Who am I? Oh, Jesus! I wonder what boss this quest... Hang on, I can't see what you said. What boss this quest leads to? I'm willing to bet it's still Gilgamesh. I feel like Gilgamesh is the overarching villain for the Hildebrand quest line. That sickening light, that aggressive posturing, I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Piss off, Ghost! Oh! Poor Hildebrand. And face planted again. This man cannot keep his head out of the ground! Man, no one wants to see this! Even the Sin Eater's confused. Run for your lives! It's a Sin Eater! A Sin Eater? I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a Sin Eater. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? The first what? Are you telling me we've somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Good gods, to think that I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. Haha, he's back! Da 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 da. A soulful reunion. Hildebrand is back and full of spectral beams. Beams? Well, I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember. We should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. We required the services of Beckluck. Splendid! I see that even in this world, you rub soldiers with the cream. Let's pay this Beckluck a visit. I'm not sure what you're planning to do with souls, but if you require Beckluck assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they'd do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. If you're ready, I'll call for Beckluck. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Yami. And what an adorable little puppy you have. Soul what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Yami? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours and one in need, no less. What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? Yet you waltzed in here and asked me this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it. Fortunately, I have a porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at the risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there is a chance he will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder. Finally! Finally, now I have someone to play with again! That's the risk I'm willing to take. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Ha! Yami knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildebrand, Helidor, Maximilian, Mandeville. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried, and they have. Come along then, I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to the soul siphon, and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. Ooh, itchy heel. You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact. If there's nothing else, Vonad and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Yami, if all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Man, I expected us to be here a little bit longer, but I guess I'm not. Yuck! Rain! Why is it always raining? You're back. You're not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. Where's Hildebrand's body? The Inspector Solus in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The Inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked that every door was locked before we left, but there's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands, the case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. Oh, joy. The inspector's body has gone missing. Did I see anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings and goings, so I couldn't be of more help. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no, but I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy you strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigation. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, editor-in-chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident, but I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. Saucer-shaped... No, not aliens, bro. That's too far-fetched. Are you saying his body got kidnapped by aliens? You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be. You protest, but it could. It is. Your dear friend, the inspector, has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better, you poor deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, for the Shalians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regimen. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. What? I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions, but it would seem events have only emboldened them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Radz-at-Han. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. The Loperids have him? Why would the Luperits take Hildebrand Manderville? Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon to save the Inspector at once. I think it was a food materia short of a full meld. So you don't think the Inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him? A man carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Raga and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and large snouts too, longer than anyone I've ever seen ever met in Eorzea. The man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to the Ozdal's path and went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a happy sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbert at the Gold Saucer. Once the Inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. A man with a large sack. Ha! You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. At first, I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back and so forth. But he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can afford to get too sentimental, and now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's Welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. There's a long way to go on foot, never mind the sack. Did you hear that, Yami? We need to head to Saltwind's Welcome right away. Okay. Where am I heading from here? It's on the other side, so let me teleport over there. Who doesn't love this music? It's iconic. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there, that man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. Just stay out of sight and watch what happens. Well, well, well. Mr. Chupacabra, but he expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment as promised. Like I said, I will help you out because right now my Lalafell's at the end of the story, but I will gladly run with anything you want to do. Just hit me up an invite on PlayStation and I will do so. Your payment as promised. My client will be most pleased. What the? Who the? What the? Huh? What is that? Oh no! Is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Luge. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world, the Mandeville Man? None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived the journey to Dalamud itself. He survived Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never wake. You are free to do with his body as you please. Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Most meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body mine to command, I will exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Ahem, forgive me my boldness, Dr. Luque, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not, with the Telophoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Really? No, not you! Not now! Bah! I must away! Come back here with that man! Wait! Dr. Lugue! My payment! Wake up, Inspector! Fire! Nice throw, Nashu! But you not... Could it be? The world's no longer purple! Nope. 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 Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge! Oh no. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. Okay. Why would you grab it? Mommy! Bye, Hildebrand! Oh no. He's coming back down! Not again! Hang on! He's coming back! Button? Natsu, get out of there! He's pushing all the buttons! He survived it! No! Oh no! Bye, robot! That smile! Bye! Ah! It's bloody brilliant! I love it! Damn it, I love it. And the inspector is face first again. Oh boy. Oh my god. I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants. But rejoice, for Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. No fricking way! I'm sorry, what? Oh boy, he's unconscious again. Wait, Inspector! I knew it! An alien abduction! And to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes! This month's issue of the Tafnarian Truth shall be the best one yet! Oh boy. Well, how do we fix this situation? And just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Razadhan. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? And where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again! And don't you worry, Yami. As soon as I have a new lead, you will be the first to know. Till next time! Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum... So he is on the moon! What? What is that graphics? What is that? Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Oh my god, what is this cutscene? It's those things from FF8. I've never played FF8, so you're the only one that would know about it. Oh my god. Ah! God, I love these story. The Hildebrand story. I love it. They are always funny. Anyway, how long have I been recording? 59 minutes? I guess I can end it here. So the next time I bring up Final Fantasy XIV, it'll definitely be the day after tomorrow, because I will be picking back up with more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So I will be coming back to you on Thursday with more of Final Fantasy XIV. We shall be tackling the rest of the side quests, which I will go ahead and teleport myself to the location where we need to be at, which is over here in Old Charlian. Let me see here. Where are they at? There's one there. That's the Tataru side quest. And that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. A Heartless Hypothesis. There's one right there. That's dealing with the Wandering Minstrel. We don't really bother with those. That's not a side quest. That is a actual side quest. Side quest. Yeah, looks like those are the only two that are at level 90. And level 90 that are actually important. Anyways, that is officially all the time I have for today. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the live stream, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out Mother Roy's DDR page or click a link in the description below. To achieve a dream, be my Gaka, you won't be disappointed. And of course, don't forget to click that little bell button if you wish to be notified whenever I upload a video or live stream to my channel. And most importantly, if you wish to see Let's Play done, you can do so checking out my playlist section. All my videos there are archived viewing entertainment, so you can watch Let's Plays like God of War, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and many, many more. Thank you all for watching. As always, your host, Tomoya Shadow, singing along Z, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone!